Hello Capricorn, and how are you doing? Welcome to the Astroflower. This is going to be an Astroflower reading from the 18th through to the 25th. Those two cards want to come out together. I don't know why, but they're going to come out together. Let's just see what's going on your Astroflower. If you want to know more about the Astroflower, there's plenty of links in the description below. If you're not already part of the Astroflower family, why not become part of the Astroflower family just by subscribing and clicking that bell? It'd be great to have you here. We do a weekly thing and we do monthly things, readings, and we're just going to have a look now and see what's going on for you in this coming week, Capricorn. So last week, there was a lot of good stuff going on, certainly on the material side. And you might feel a little bit disappointed, really, because there was so much good stuff happening for you with the Lovers card here, the King of Pentacles, which is pretty much you, and the Temperance card there. So there was sort of like, your karmic path was a little bit about sort of being patient, and you did have the Eight of Swords in the middle there, so you're feeling a little bit sort of stuck. So this is the Astroflower. Let me just explain it to you quickly. There's a relationship side on the emotional sort of side of life. And that's the relationships between couples, family, friends, and community. This is on your work side, so this has got to do with your job, your business, your projects. These are your karmic paths according to your spiritual and your physical side of life. This is how the universe tried to influence your karmic path. This is how your guides try to influence your karmic path. This is how your guides try to influence the conversation that is within you. This is the energy that is within your inner being. And this is how you connect it all together. So strangely enough, like a lot of signs actually, it's a game of two halves here. You've got the universe. So let's just take the physical side here on this sort of side, and we'll come back to the other side afterwards. You've got the universe here that's trying to sort of say, happiness is yours if you apply your understanding and start expressing that to the people around you, implying that you should almost convey your understanding of happiness to the world around you. If you don't convey that to the world around you, people and the world around you are going to do things that you may well be disappointed in. And this sort of week here, you may have had that sort of situation. Maybe you hadn't been patient enough, because Capricorn, sometimes you can be a little bit impatient of life. But you have the Six of Swords here as well. And this is how your guides are trying to influence your karmic path. And your guides are sort of turning around and saying, we've got this, we've got your back. We're going to carry you from one side to the other. We know what you think as being happiness and stuff like that. That's what you sort of should be expressing, or that's what the universe is trying to help you to express. And then it can get you from one side to the other. So life may not be perfect for you, but it could be perfect for you in the coming up in the future. This is a terrible reading, Capricorn. I'd love to tell it any other way, but certainly on the material side of life, not only have you got disappointment, there is a crossing of two paths, a crossing of one side of life to another, and you seem to be worried a lot about it, worried a lot about your financial prospects and everything like that. But the universe is trying to sort of saying, stay true to who you are. Don't forget love and laughter and pleasure and happiness is on its way. It might be just a week here where you have to grit your teeth and get through it, Capricorn. And you might be disappointed. That disappointment might be with the universe itself or the world around you. That might well be that sort of difficulty or that disappointment that you're sort of feeling at this present time. As regards to sort of jobs and stuff like that, it may be a case that you're in a job at the moment, and there's something particular that passes through that job, through that company at the moment that you're working in, and it may be causing you stress and strains. But your guides have got you from this. You might be disappointed with, say, like with a client or with a work colleague or with something within your workspace, and the universe is trying to sort of say, don't forget how much fun it can be. That's what it's sort of saying, and once you apply yourself, you should be able to get through this all, and your guides are going to certainly help you. On the relationship side, last week you had the Three of Cups there, and you had the Two of Pentacles there, and then you had the Moon happening on this sort of side, over on this sort of side, and then you had the Eight of Pentacles there, and yeah, so it was a case of shifting your attention, basically, of how you pay attention to things that are around you. The universe is, if you've done that, the universe is sort of saying to you, you've got this. In relationship fronts, in regards of couples, in regards of sort of friends and families, the universe is sort of saying, have courage and lead the way. And as you lead the way, in order to lead something, it has to be well defined. And in order for it to be well defined, you have to put in place healthy boundaries. And that's what you should have this week. You should be having those healthy boundaries. And now you should be working towards a longer plan. Earth signs have been having a bit of a torrid week this week, coming week, it looks like. If I remember rightly, with Taurus, who had a very similar sort of situation to yours. You had one side of, Taurus had this side of his life, the physical side, which was a complete and utter mess or complete and utter difficulty. And on the emotional sort of side was really good. So the universe, your guides are sort of trying to influence you and to make you realize that you're on the longer plan, a longer future in life. And this, you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Within the relationships around you, I would find solace in your relationships around you at the moment. That's probably a really good thing to be doing. To find, not security, but find your home, your warm, welcoming fire for you on that sort of side of life. It's building long-term relationships that's going to make you feel a lot better. And it's going to avoid you being in situations where you can get sort of turned over, as it were. And this is what that healthy boundary is all about. Putting it all together, getting your relationships and your emotional side of life and your physical side, putting it all together. If you look at the Queen of Swords here, she's been through heartache. She's got that heart under wraps, as it were. She's sitting upon that heart as well. So she's been through difficulty. She's now come out the other side. She's got the wind at her back, and she's looking forward to where she's going. And the good thing is once I put these two queens together, they're actually looking at each other. So in a way, life is reflecting what you put into your relationships. And by the looks of things, and looking at what you did last week, you should be feeling a lot more at ease with the relationships around you. And I think that is what you should be concentrating on this week. Allow your business and your job and etc. just to sort of function normally. Okay? Inside you've got the Seven of Wands. Now, the Seven of Wands is, sitting within your own security of who you are. You do have that fixed air. Sorry, I'll get it out in a minute. Fixed air that goes around you. So that's going to act as a barrier. If you can understand this principle within your mind, that the Six of Wands is actually built on 6 wands, so previous success. And there is maybe one wand that is trying to break your bubble and break your serenity within you. So don't get triggered by the outside world. And it's a case of remembering that life can be, absolutely brilliant. So even if you're having a difficult time within your workspace or within your business or within your projects, just remember the reasons you started this. The reason you took on this job. If it really sounded like a job that you don't want, then therefore maybe it's a case of just sort of saying goodbye to it and moving on to something else. That's very possible. If it's your business and it's causing you a lot of trouble at the moment, then maybe it's a case of looking at it and looking at what you enjoyed in the past and changing it slightly so you can go forward in the future and enjoy your job or your business in the coming future. So it looks like a bit of a trying week. And I think it's more of a case of that you should actually find solace within your relationships, That's family, friends, community, even within your lovers. If you find that within yourselves and it looks like it's time to move on, that being stuck energy that you might have felt last week is certainly moving on and moving out. And as it does move things around you, it's going to cause you headaches and it's going to cause you sleepless nights and stress a little bit. That seems to be coming through you. And you might be disappointed with the outside world. But, you know, this is what's coming through you. This is what's moving in. This is what the universe is trying to influence on your karmic path. So as it does influence you, it's influencing you towards happiness and pure joy. So there you go, Capricorn. If you're not part of the Astroflower family, please come and join us. You'll enjoy your life. It's fantastic. We look at lots of different aspects of life through the Astroflower, but also through our sister channel, which is called Cymatic TV, where we do everything about energy, do dowsing of ley lines, getting messages from the earth, looking at how the sun works, loads of stuff. So you'll find that all in the description below. But here you're going to have to subscribe and click that bell to join in the fun. Okay? In the meantime, Capricorn, don't forget life should be fun. So please do enjoy.